We do want to, just at a very high level, to read this. The output claim section, think of it this as what is the outcome? When I call this REST API, what am I getting out of it? What is the output of it? The output is when we call this REST API, we're going to get a loyalty number, right? So this could be anything. This could be social security number, secret sauce, whatever, right? Something in a database that you don't want to store in the directory. We can handle that data in a way that is secure and it can meet your industry standards. But right now, the one on the left here, this is saying schema that B2C knows it, and the one on the right is what it's being sent from your REST API. You can call this whatever. And so we need references. In our actual REST API, we're not going to be sent a loyalty number. We're going to change it. We're going to call it membership number. So the REST API is going to send us a thing called membership number. We're going to remap it to a thing called loyalty number because that's what B2C knows it at on our schema. And we're going to send it as a loyalty number and out to the application, never actually storing the data in Azure B2C, which is super cool. Now, as I told you before, loyalty number, we never mentioned loyalty number. It's a brand new schema, so we need to add that into the actual schema. And we're going to do that within the actual extension file. So if you scroll up here at the top, again, I'm following exactly with our docs here. So this is the same exact guidance. Click between the building blocks. And we have some text there. Copy it and paste it in, which is this number right here. And that's all you need to do. Once I do here, it has a reference. So if I copy this, I'm going to do Control F because I like using it, right? There's 3 references. Schema, there's a little note, and this here, and then, of course, a note here for that. So if I hover over it, you see that little pop-up? That's actually the extension working. If I click it, it'll redirect me where it's referenced to. So that's a nice, cool way the extension shows you to where you can navigate through your XML a lot easier. So I mean, at this point in time, I'm feeling pretty good. I can talk to my REST API. I have a schema that's referenced properly, but I actually haven't added the ability to actually make the call. Think of it, I have a function, but I've never called the function. So that's going to be the next step, which is in the actual orchestration step. At the very end, and you can put this anywhere in your journey, I just pretty much made it at the very end. So once we've authenticated user, we'll call in that REST API, and then we'll utilize it. So the very end here on the last step, I'm going to say after you authenticate and everything, we're going to go ahead and call this REST API. So we'll add in a new 7. So 7 will become 8. Let's go ahead and turn 7 and turn 8 because this has to run in sequence or you'll get an error. Again, in the lab itself, I give you the ability to just copy some text. Go ahead and copy that and paste it in here, and I'll talk about what that actually means. Again, this is the new 7. All this is doing is saying when it call this user write whatever, and then whenever you had 7, call this other technical protocol called REST API. Again, if I click on it, it should navigate me to the technical protocol. This is the one I just created, and this is the value here. Think of it more of a class name or a function, just calling this thing and it's referencing to it. So you can have multiple of these technical profiles. You can have multiple REST calls. I mean, you don't want to go crazy with it because you're adding in more layers, more complexities, meaning higher chance of something breaking and including latency time. So if you're ever wanting to know, what I feel like my authentication is slow, it might be my REST service, you can also add in Azure App Insights, and it can tell you how long it takes between each one of these user journey steps. So you can narrow down where's the thing that's slowing you down, which is a really good way of troubleshooting that. So at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and save my work.